Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz and today is going to be part 2 of my makeup collection. So the first part was going over my 195 eyeshadow based products, and today we're going over my highlighter, blush, and contour collection, and this does include individuals and palettes. So first thing we're going to get into is the all-inclusive, either it's highlight, contour, contour, blush, or all three. Okay, so the first one is the Hourglass. Now it looks like it's a jellyfish palette, but it's not. So with Hourglass you were able to mix and match the outside packaging versus the set of light, medium to deep, just the specific 6 pans. The jellyfish packaging is obviously the lightest one, but I got the deepest one, which is technically the snake palette, just in the jellyfish packaging. So the next one is the Wander Beauty Trip for 2 blush and bronze duo. The next one is the Too Faced Sugar Peach Wet and Dry Face Palette. The next one is the BH Cosmetics Glowing in Grease. So it is a blush and highlight palette. So the next one is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. So this is highlight and contour. So the next one is the highlight and contour palette, and it is 8H. So the next one is the Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. So it has a blush, highlight, and a contour. The next one is the Benefit Blush Bar. It is a blush and bronzer palette. In here it just had one of the brushes, but I didn't like it, so I just threw it out, but yeah. Okay, so the next 3 are all Tarte. Okay, so this is the Glamazon Face Palette. So this has a highlight, a shimmering blush, and then a contour. Again, this is just a face palette, same thing. Okay, again, Tarte, and their Amazonian clay face palettes. So the next group we're going to get into are the contours and contours slash bronzers. So this is the, now it's no longer Kat Von D, it's KVD, because she's no longer a part of the brand. She's been sold out. So this is the Shade and Light Contour Palette. This is the SheGlam Liquid Contour in the shade Warm Honey. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil Gilded Bronzer. This is a Too Faced Sweetest Pie Matte Bronzer. And it does have some flecks of blush in there. So this is the Milani Bronzer XL All Over. Lastly, this is the Too Faced Natural Lush Bronzer. So the next 3 to me are all highlighters. So the first one is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Dark Horse. Okay, this is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Mint Condition. This is Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Peach Goddess. So these are all my liquid highlighters. Okay, so these are all SheGlam. This specifically is the Glow Bloom liquid highlighter, and the one in the purple are the Chroma Glow Bloom liquid highlighters. So I have the shades Tea Cake, Vanilla Frost, Bellini Bunch in the regular glow, and then I have the shades Solar Flare, Flying Comet, and Stardust. So the next 2 are the Becca Shimmering Glow liquid highlighters in the shade Champagne Pop and Rose Gold. So the next one is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick Shimmering Skin Stick in the shade Trippin'. So the next one are all Wet n Wild. These specifically are the Mega Glow, and these specifically are the Color Con. They're supposed to be baked blushes, but I don't like an extremely shimmering blush, so I've been using them as highlighters. This is the shade White Raven, Precious Petals, Crown of My Canopy, Purple Ashes. This is the shade Hummingbird Hype, and this is the shade Don't Flutter Yourself. So the next 3 are all Becca. This is the shade Dreamsicle. This is the shade Rose Court. So this is called the Becca Endless Bronze and Glow. I have it stored with my highlighters. I shouldn't have. I'm going to store this with the contour palettes because it has obviously a contour, a blush, and a highlight. So I'm going to rearrange that. Okay, so these 2 highlighters are e.l.f. This is the shade 24 Karat Gold. This is the shade White Gold. These next 2 are the Master Chrome highlighters. This is in the shade 250. And this is the shade 50 Molten Rose Gold. So this is the Revlon Skin Lights in the shade 201 Daybreak Glimmer. So this is this Sofia and Mabla in the shade Peach Sangria. This is the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost in the shade Wet Dream. This is the I Heart Revolution in the shade Pineapple. So this is the Harry Potter and ColourPop collaboration, and this is a highlighter in the shade Dobie. And so are the next two. So this is the shade Buckbee, and this is Hedwig, and this is Buckbee. Okay, and this is Hedwig. The next two highlighters are from Too Faced. So this one is called Ray of Light, and this one is called Blinded by the Light. Again, the next two are from Too Faced. So this is Fancy Pink Diamond, and this is Canary Diamond. So the next two are the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminators by NYX. This is the shade LI02. It doesn't say a name, and this is in the shade LIM01 Sunbeam. This is the e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Apricot Glow. This is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the shade Gilded Honey. This is the Physicians Formula highlighter in the shade Translucent Pearl. It does come with a brush, but I just throw it away because I don't really care for it. Alrighty, so this is Bobbi Brown highlighter in the shade Afternoon Glow. This is the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle highlighter. Okay, this is again Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting gold bar in the shade Holy Gold Head. This is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Foil highlighter in the shades Sandcastle and Mint Mojito. I'm almost tempted to put this with the palettes, but it's only two. I would say a palette's like more than 3 shades, right? So I'm just going to leave this as is. Okay, so these are the Stila liquid highlighters in the shade Monarch and Painted Lady. This is the Physicians Formula Butter highlighter in the shade Maru Maru. This is the MAC Strobe Cream liquid highlighter in the shade Peach Light. This is the Charlotte Tilbury liquid highlighter in the shade Pillow Talk. Okay, this is the Iconic London liquid highlighter. I'm assuming this is the shade Original, because it just says Original and then it lists a bunch of ingredients. Okay, so before we move on to the last category, which is blush, I have all of my highlighter palettes. So the next 6 highlighting palettes are all Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so this is the Aurora Glow Kit. This is the Moonchild Glow Kit. This is the Sugar Glow Kit. This is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. This is the Dream Glow Kit. And this was the collaboration between Nicole Guerrero and Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. So as I was going through this, I'm just going to consider these individuals and take them out of the palette category. But I'm just, since we already are halfway through filming, I'm just going to continue this in the count that I will consider those differently just as individuals. So these are the Wet n Wild's Hello Halos blush lighters. So again, I don't need a shimmering blush, so I'm considering these highlighters. So this is in the shade Flash Me, and this is the shade After Sex Glow. So the next are all Zoeva. So this is the Caramel Melange highlighter duo. This is the Zoeva Spice of Life highlighter duo. This is the Cocoa Blend duo. So the next highlighter palette is the Pure and Trolls World Tour. This is the top of the charts palette. The next palette is the Halo Lovely Alpha by the Cream Shop. The next palette is the Too Faced, and it just says Hyper Reflective Highlighting Palette. There's no specific name. The next one is the MAC Hyper Real Glow highlighter palette. The next one is the Becca Pop Goes Glow highlighter palette, and this is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cool Glow. The next one is the Morphe 8S highlighter palette. The next one is the Ace Beauté Glow Essentials highlighter palette. The next one is the Jeffree Star 24K Skin Frost Pro palette. So this is a discontinued brand that used to dupe high-end brands. So this specifically is duping the Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of the glow kits. So this is the Bad Habit Rosé highlighter palette. So this is the KVD Alchemist Holographic palette. And lastly is the Huda Beauty Winter Highlight palette. So the next 3 are all Hourglass. So this is the Ambient Lighting Blush Ethereal Glow. Okay, so this is the Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Dim Infusion. This is the blush in the shade Diffused Heat. Alrighty, so the next one is from the Balm Cosmetics, and it's called the Cabana Boy blush. Alright, so all of these are from SheGlam. So these four specifically are their Day Glow liquid blush, so they're slightly a bit shimmering. So these are in the shade Devoted, Risky Business, Float On, and Love Cake. The other 8 are their normal formula. So this is in the shade Risky Business, Float On, Rose Ritual, Hush Hush, Swipe Right, Devoted, Birthday Suit, and Love Cake. So basically 4 of these are repeated and just a shimmering blush instead of the regular liquid blush. So the next one is the Milk Makeup Cream Blush Stick, and this is in the shade Work. So the next 2 are both one size, and this is the Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio. This is in the palette Fat Ass, and this is in the palette Freaky Peach. So this is the Morphe Blush Palette 8W. The next 2 are Lunar Beauty. This is the Nude Prism Blush Palette, and this is the Moon Prism Blush Palette. So this is the Cream Shop Blush Cheek Mate Queen Blush Palette. This is the Milani Flowers of Love. This is the Glam Light Cosmetics and Chucky Collaboration Blush Duo Kit. This is the Primrose and Cream Lip Cheek Cream Palette by Seraphine Botanicals. I'm sorry. I got this from a BoxyCharm brand I've never heard of. I like it, but yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this. I've never heard of this prior to receiving this in BoxyCharm. Seraphine Botanicals. I'm sorry. Oh, and we are here. We're at the finale. This is the last palette. So this is the Zoeva Premier Blush Palette. If you watch this video all the way through, comment down a little red dot emoji to signify all the blush. So in total, we have 12 highlight / contour / blush palettes, 55 individual highlighters, 5 individual contour / bronzer products, 1 contour palette, 22 individual blushes, 9 blush palettes, 18 highlighting palettes. So in total we have 40 palettes and 82 individual products, leaving a grand total of 122 products, highlight, contour, and blushes.
I have since added 3 individual highlighters and 1 face palette.
So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe because YouTube makes me say this, and yeah, bye!